What up, what up, what up? What's good with you? How you feeling? Welcome to another video. First off, I just want to say that I wanted to do a video about the two back-to-back, you know, solo wins that I got on the ninth. But of course, there was a patch since then, and I wasn't able to record because I've been sick. Probably since the ninth, I've been knocked on my ass. For those of you wondering what the videos have been, I have just not been able to record anything or do anything or eat anything or really just exist. All I've been doing is sleeping like 12 to 14 hours a day, if not longer. And yeah, but either way, we're here today with a W. I had to get one real quick. I was actually getting ready to record Call of Duty and maybe some Fortnite, and I was like, I just get a little practice game in there, and yeah, that didn't work out. The practice game turned out to be a winning game, so whatever. But either way, I want to make this video for a couple reasons. One, to explain why you haven't gotten any Call of Duty or Smash Brothers or anything like that because I've been sick. I still am sick actually, but you got to do it. And two, because today, or maybe yesterday, by the time you're seeing this, or this goes up, uh, Jeff Grubb and some other people on Twitter, but mostly Jeff Grubb, has said that Starfield will be exclusive to Xbox and PC. And this is a thing that I've been saying is going to happen for a really long time, like a really long time, and people have been arguing up and down saying that that is not going to be the case, that it wouldn't make sense for Starfield to be exclusive. They're like, oh, Xbox wouldn't have enough money. They wouldn't make enough money back if they bought Bethesda and then they put the games exclusive to, which honestly I don't understand the logic behind that, because it's like, okay, sure, you'd be making money back by putting the games on PlayStation. You get a little kickback from copy sold over there, but you'd also make a lot more money if everybody interested in Bethesda games had to engage with your platform in some way. So not saying that they had to buy an Xbox, but to say like, hey, if you want to play, Xbox Game Studio games, subscribe to Game Pass, play it on your phone with Game Pass Ultimate, or subscribe to Game Pass PC, play it on there, whatever you want to do. But to say, hey, you can buy that box over there and play all of our stuff and all of their stuff, but when you buy our box, you just get ours, like that would be a bad proposition. So I don't understand the logic behind that. Sure, some games will probably go to PlayStation, but for your heavy hitters, especially something like Starfield, which has not had any previous establishments in this franchise, which we're assuming is going to be a franchise because that's how AAA studios work these days. When they make things, they make them for the purpose of you know putting out multiple installments. So the first thing in a new franchise, and you go, let's give it to our competitor. Like that really doesn't make sense. And I know that this whole topic and that train of thought is pissing a lot of PlayStation fanboys off. And I want to say fanboys there because honestly, I think most people shouldn't really care. It's just going to be the people who are like, I never want to give one red cent to Microsoft. Those people are pissed. But everybody else should be kind of happy because even if you are like, I'm a PlayStation guy and I don't have an Xbox, if you have a PC or you have a phone or anything like that, the games that come from Microsoft Game Studios are incredibly accessible and cheaper now because you could subscribe to Game Pass for like 1 month. And if you are serious about playing that game that month, you could finish that game that month, and then you don't have to subscribe anymore. And honestly, that's even valid for the fanboys who don't care. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I like to set things on fire. So I'm sorry. Like I said, this was a practice game. I was just running tests or whatever and stuff, and I was like, all right, let me get one in before I record. And of course, that was the one where I won. But anyway, yeah. So Jeff Grubb, he he very right about a lot of things, and I'm sure he's been wrong about things before, but he seems incredibly confident about it. So he tweeted like Starfield is exclusive to Xbox and PC, period. This is me confirming that. And he also had some engagement with Tim Geddes and Greg Miller from Kind of Funny, and I trust them. They seem to trust him. So this is probably true. It's probably going to be exclusive to Xbox ecosystem. But if you are a PlayStation guy, you should be happy about this. Like the things that Xbox has been doing has been making PlayStation better lately. I don't know if people want to admit that or if people realize that lately, but like PlayStation was getting back on their PS3 hubris mode. And you can say and they weren't. You can say, oh, but they did this and the PS Plus collection. I don't think these things would have happened if it was not for Game Pass, if it was not for smart delivery. Like the things that Xbox has been doing, the pro consumer moves that everybody keeps talking about from Xbox has been making PlayStation have to play a little bit more pro consumer themselves. They know that their fan base is ride or die. So the initial response to Game Pass from the PS fanboys was like, they don't need to do it. They're number one. Which to me, that's one of the dumbest comments of all time. Saying you don't need to do something because you're in first place when that something is something great for your fan base, your consumers. That's ignorant. I don't understand why you would say, well, we're in first place, so we don't need to do that. Like if somebody's doing something really great, why not give that same, love and appreciation that they're showing to their fan base to yours? PS people, you gotta ask for this stuff in your team. Like, I have all the systems. I'm always gonna have all the systems, most likely. God willing, or I shouldn't say God willing, but wallet willing. I'm always gonna get all of them when I can. So I want to see things like Game Pass and these moves on all the systems. I'd love it if Nintendo made some sort of Game Pass, answer. They kind of have one with their Nintendo Switch Online thing, which I actually think is a pretty good deal. People complain about it, but like, I'm gonna buy Nintendo Online anyway. It's $20 a year. That's an amazing deal, and we pay for online on every console, so I don't really complain about that. $20 to play online on Switch, cool. And then included in that fee, I get this crazy back catalog with NES and SNES games. That's cool for me. It'd be cool if there was some sort of thing you could pay a flat fee and get the Nintendo first party current gen games, but that's asking for a lot from them. And honestly, like I'm cool with what we got for the price that we pay. If they wanted to add the current gen stuff in there, I'm sure that price will go up a lot because $20 a year would not cover getting every Nintendo game. But whatever. PlayStation has the PS Plus collection, which I do believe came from them needing something to not look as, you know, bad as they would when Microsoft's like, hey, here's all of our first party games for $10 a month or for $15 a month. You can stream them to your phone, you can play them on your PC. You're getting third party games, and in some cases, as we see like with the deal through MLB, you're getting Sony developed third party games like MLB The Show 21 on Game Pass for that flat fee. I through converting Xbox Live Gold and getting deals on Game Pass, I am paid up on Game Pass until 2024. Like there are deals out the ass if you want to find them for Game Pass. It is an amazing, amazing value, and you get all of Microsoft's first party games. You get incredible third party games, you get incredible indies. Like it's a really good deal. So these things that Microsoft are doing are to me making a better just gaming ecosystem. You see that the next generation of games, $70 a pop, that's a lot, honestly. And people, there are a lot of people who are like, well, but Game Pass isn't really for me because like I'm not gonna play that many games, or like they don't have a lot of games, blah blah blah. Like if you buy 2 games a year or 3 games a year, you might as well get Game Pass. That's how that works. It's like $120 or $180, I believe, depending on which one you get. And so like I'm going to buy more than 3 games a year, and like with or without Game Pass, I usually buy more than 3 games a year. This just means now I don't have to buy anything from Xbox Game Studios, and the more companies that Xbox, includes into that title, that umbrella of Xbox Game Studios, like with the acquisition of Bethesda and all the studios they've been gathering up over the last few years, this means really talented developers are just included in my subscription fee. That's awesome, honestly. And Sony has a great stable of developers. They have incredible games, but honestly, on the services side, I feel like they're lacking. So either way, all that to say, I don't think people should really be upset by this news. I think this is awesome, and I hope that it encourages Sony to look into offering something like that at some point in time. Either way, for a second, I do want to talk about me being a pyromaniac. I apologize if that annoys you, but I can't help it. I like setting stuff on fire, dude. Like, honestly, and I like to experiment and see like how the fire spreads. I think it may be a little bit different in the next gen version of Fortnite. I don't know if These glitches are because it's in replay mode. I don't know if this is because I'm playing on the Series X or if the fire always spreads like this, but I just love throwing the firefly jars, or if you got the flaming arrow, I just love setting everything on fire. I can't really explain it. I'm a fire maniac. I'm sorry, y'all. But either way, yeah. So Starfield exclusive to Xbox. In my opinion, hopefully it's exclusive. I know there are some people who hate that, but I want all the Bethesda games really to be exclusive because this is going to drive up the competition. This is the thing. Like, even if you like, I really wanted to play that on that. Hell yeah, Xbox get more exclusives because if you have a PlayStation 5 or if you have a PlayStation 4, then that means Sony's like, okay, we got to answer that. And then they're going to give you something better on PlayStation, which means Xbox is going to be like, oh, you're doing this. Well, we got to get, and we win. Like, people have to realize the competition is great. And the more you smother that competition, the less cool shit we're going to get. Like, fuck yeah, make everything you can exclusive from your Xbox Game Studios. Like, I hope that Skyrim, the next Elder Scrolls, it's not gonna be Skyrim 2. The next Elder Scrolls, I hope that's exclusive. I hope the next Fallout is exclusive because the more that they keep to themselves and the more that they bolster their first party offerings, the more Sony's gonna do the same. And that's just gonna be great for everybody, honestly. Like no matter where you land. And like I said before, if you don't want to give Microsoft any money, you don't want to buy I mean, you're gonna have to give them some money, I suppose, if you want to play these games. But if you don't want to buy an Xbox, you do not have to. You can stream this to your phone. I've done that. I've tried the cloud streaming beta with Xbox Game Pass or whatever for iOS, and I've done it on the Windows 10 PC. I've done it on my laptop. It's pretty good. It that's a viable way to play certain games. Now it's gonna depend on your internet, whatever, whatever. But like if you are so adamant on giving them as little money as possible, then that is a viable option. But either way, here we are. To talk about the game for a minute, I just want to say I really like this Toon Meowscles skin. So the little thing with his ear is definitely just a glitch from being in replay mode. But yeah, this is my guy, man. I don't know why. I think he stands out a little bit more because I could be visible for a split second. People are going to see and immediately start firing at me, but that is okay. I don't mind that. I like the high tension kind of thing. Like I'll pick the characters that have the glowing. There was one that had a target or whatever on him for a while. I liked that guy. I forget his name. I picked the characters that draw a lot of attention. I also didn't notice before, but in replay mode, you could see where other people are. That's interesting. On the mini map over there, if you look, you can see multiple little arrows. I didn't know that. So that's cool. But yeah, either way, how do you feel about the news that Starfield is most likely, I guess we could say, most likely going to be exclusive? Hopefully you're not like mad about it, and if you are, once again, I just want to encourage you to think about how good this is going to be for the competition point of it. If you keep saying like Sony doesn't have to do that because they're number one, then you're not going to get the good stuff. But yes, Sony should do these things. And if it makes you mad, instead of getting mad at under an Xbox post, go get mad under a PlayStation one. Go say, hey, look, they got Outriders day and date in Game Pass. I'd love something like that on PlayStation. Go say, hey, I had to pay $70 for MLB The Show on my PS5 or 4, $60 probably on PS4, I think. But either way, I had to pay full price for MLB The Show when Xbox guys got it as part of their Game Pass subscription. Go tell PlayStation how you feel so that PlayStation makes deals to get you better stuff. This is how this works. If you negate the competition of it all, if you keep saying they don't have to do it because they're number one, oh, they got great games, so they don't have to do it, then when Microsoft starts putting out these amazing games that are inevitably coming, like you could say, oh, Microsoft doesn't have games. They have talented ass developers. Hold on, I like this part right here. Bop, bop. They have talented ass developers. Like they're going to start putting out really, really great games, and those games are also going to be included in the subscription fee of Game Pass. Sure, the price will probably go up at some point, but even if it did go up, it'll probably continue to be an amazing value because even for right now, you're getting more than your money's worth. Honestly, like, and some people may disagree. Obviously, all of this stuff is subjective, But so far, currently, I'm very happy with it. And once these games start coming out, Microsoft's gonna have dope ass first party games. They're gonna have third party games. I'm assuming, which could be dangerous, but currently we're getting third party games. I don't expect everything to come day and date, obviously, because that would be ignorant. Nobody should expect every third party game or every big anticipated third party game to be a part of Game Pass day and date. But I would say some are probably going to continue to launch like that. I wouldn't say that Outriders was just a one and done kind of thing, or that MLB the show was just that just accidentally happened. Like no, they're probably constantly negotiating with people who are working on really cool stuff. They'd be like, hey, can we get this over here? This Indiana Jones game that Machine Games, I believe it is working on. There's a good chance that's exclusive. People don't want to admit that. People don't want to acknowledge that. They keep saying, "Oh, that has to come to PlayStation," and maybe it does. If it was something that was drawn up beforehand, maybe it does. But I would like to argue that if you're Microsoft and one of your developers who you, as we all know, need to be making you some first party games because you don't have a lot currently, if one of them was gonna like, hey, I'm gonna be busy working on a game that's just gonna go everywhere, that's not a great feeling. If you had the choice, you want that to be exclusive. Everything your developers are doing, you want to be something that's gonna draw people to your platform, to your ecosystem. Once again, an Xbox exclusive is entirely less predatory than a Sony exclusive because it's not saying, hey, go buy this $500 machine. That's the only way to play it. It's saying, hey, give us what? $15 a month, $10 a month. I don't know if just the PC Game Pass is still five. I believe it used to be five. It may have went up. But either way, they're just saying, hey, just subscribe. That's it. Whatever you have, a phone, a PC, or a console that can access Game Pass. That's all you need. Also, ignore my bad aim with this TNT arrow thing, whatever this thing is. I was just testing it out. So apparently, when if you use the bows in Fortnite, when you get a special one, if you fully pull it back and then let it go, it does whatever its special power is. I could not figure out how the TNT thing was going to work. I didn't realize it was like once it impacts, a bunch of TNT shoots around it. So that's why I missed that guy multiple times because I didn't know what was going to go on there. Also, you keep seeing me drop this gun and then pick it back up. That was me trying to get challenges done because you have to like mark different weapons of different rarities or whatever. These are reasons why it would have probably been great if I was recording the commentary while I played the match. But like I said, guys, this was one that I was just doing a little pre-game warm-up thing. I was like, all right, I'm getting ready to start recording, but let me just get one in for fun. And then it turned out to be one that was a winning game. So I figured I'd use this to talk about this Xbox stuff and just record a post-com over it. So it is what it is. But either way, I think this is probably where it gets sweaty. Yeah, three people left. That was basically all I wanted to address on the Xbox, PlayStation stuff. That's it just bothers me seeing how many people are so against what Xbox is doing, so mad about it, and so just brush it off like, oh, Sony doesn't have to do that. Like, guys, let's not do this. As somebody who has all the systems, I want PlayStation to worry when they see Xbox making these moves and go, oh shit, do we need to do that too? Do we need to have some sort of answer to yes, you go ahead. Come up with some sort of like this will just only make everything better. If they put the pressure on Microsoft like they did for the past what 7 years, then Microsoft gets better. Then when Microsoft starts putting that pressure back, if the Sony fanboy, hold on, hang on, I love this. I love this right here. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. That was just so beautiful. Either way, if Sony starts feeling the pressure, they'll have to respond in some way, shape, or form, and that can only be good things. Also, I'm not a builder. Let's just talk about that. We'll put the Microsoft Sony stuff up for now. I'm not a great builder, so excuse my sloppy ass building skills. When I run into a builder pro head ass guy, I do my best to traverse the stuff they build and keep myself safe, but I cannot build a castle in the sky. So never expect me to build an elaborate game. Ooh. But I can do that right there. And that's game, y'all. Thank you for watching. I don't know if the sound will cause any problems. I don't even know if this song is out. I think it's an Aeon Teo thing. I just like the emote. This is my world. It's a new emote that just came out today as of recording. But yeah, thank you for watching. look forward to more videos from, Fortnite, Call of Duty, me in general, and whenever Starfield comes out, yeah, I'll probably do some sort of Let's Play because I have Game Pass, so I essentially already have access to that game before it's out. Think about joining if you have an Xbox, you have a PC, you have a phone. I would recommend it. Honestly, it is a great deal. I'm not just talking shit or blowing smoke up anything. Like, it is really worth checking out. There's a ton of games you probably hear about from guys like Greg Miller or Tim Geddes or anybody at Kinda Funny or IGN or GameSpot or any of that they talk about, and you don't want to pay $20 to jump in, and Game Pass will get it for you, man. Like, there are a lot of that stuff's on there, so check it out and stay tuned for more awesome ass Fortnite wins and of course some losses. See you guys later.